I wanted to mention something about the channels I've had. I'm trying to get my voice. I had a channel called Michelle, and it was online with tarot, and talking about premonitions, dreams, prophecies. And I was filming events that were happening in real time in my real life at the apartment. And that whole channel and all the videos are gone. But I talked about many of the subjects I'm about to talk about, including that my channel is gone. I made videos about this before, and I don't know what's happening to these videos, but I keep having to make them. So I got a second channel called Duality of the Soul, and I continued on. From the first channel, they had blackballed me at Michelle's, and when they did that, I went over to Facebook and started posting the same thing in Facebook that I was posting on YouTube. And when Facebook cut me off, I had been going over to the X and posting things periodically there, and I started doing the same thing there. After Facebook cut me off, I was posting all my videos at the X so that I would at least have a copy of my videos, I guess. Somewhere safe, so I thought. I don't know. I don't know the mind of a hacker, and I'm not a hacker, so I really don't know. Okay? The second channel was Duality of the Soul. I tried to do a similar situation there with filming in real time, and it got more and more difficult as time went out. But with Duality of the Soul too, I'm pretty sure I filmed Angie when she came over to my apartment. She was underneath the bedroom window, and I filmed her, and I wanted to talk to her about her youngest daughter that had stopped living with her for quite a while. I didn't know what happened to her, so I started talking to her about that. And we talked for a good 3-4 minutes, and I filmed it the whole time, and she knew it. And I didn't care. She was on our property. It's legal for me to film because she had been evicted, because she had been harassing several neighbors around here, including myself, at 3 o'clock in the morning, outside, screaming, knocking at my door, just really going a little bit nutty over here with black magic and witchcraft. She was. That's why she had to move out, because I made videos about her doing this. And our apartment manager, Amanda Fisher, definitely evicted her. And Amanda Fisher had evicted someone else, and she's no longer our apartment manager anymore. I don't know who is. In addition to that, on that second channel, when I had did that video of Angie about her daughter, that video was hacked that day. I swear it was. And I posted it on TikTok because I got an account there. Because I learned from a lot of YouTubers that that's kind of what you have to do once YouTube turns on you. You have to go to another platform from there. But I didn't really, understand why only mine were being taken down. They were being taken down, these channels, without my permission or without any warning. They never contacted me at all to tell me anything. They have my phone number because they have my email. I had to change my email. I did, because of this. And I lost a lot of things in my emails that I needed. They took all of it. Pictures, documents, files, if you can name it, they took all of it. In addition to that, Angie must have been hacked into me at that time because of how quick the TikTok video was edited and redone and reposted. She was speaking in the video. There was no rock music in it. There was none of that, okay? I didn't put that in that video. And you can hear underneath the rock music that she's saying something. That video was cut short from the original time, and you can't hear her saying nothing about her kid, really. But we were discussing it, and she knew something, and she looked guilty of sin. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know what, because I didn't see it. I don't have solid proof or evidence. But this is what happened, and this is when I was questioning her, and my phone was completely hacked at that point in time. She sat out in the yard with my daughter's boyfriend's mom and talked to her for a while, and I filmed them talking. And, you know, Carmen didn't really say what they talked about other than just shooting the breeze. So I told her, you know, what happened between her, and that I was asking her about her daughter, but she didn't know anything about it. So anyways, I made a third channel, Duality of the Soul 2. And I have this channel for now. When I started my channels, I knew nothing about copyrights, LLCs. I really didn't, and I've been here for a long time. I've talked to a couple of readers, but I don't really have relationships with any of the readers that I'm aware of. I just watch them, and I learned how to do tarot from a lot of readers. And I also learned a lot of other things from the readers too. So that's Duality of the Soul. I'm going to be looking into, you know, when I can, getting an LLC, apparently, because people can just walk off with your videos and claim them as your own and make money on them. And the next thing I want to mention about all of that is this. At no time ever did I put a Cash App or a PayPal or any Cash Apps on any one of my platforms, to include Facebook, YouTube, all my channels. I did not. I didn't do it at X. X knows it. I didn't do it at TikTok yet either. And that's because I know something about them. And I didn't put them on there for a reason. And God is the one that told me not to put those on there, because in the end, that might very well be my saving grace. You can't steal if you don't have an account to put it in, and I don't. I don't have a bank account. I have Cash Apps downloaded in my phone for a purpose, and that happened in Facebook Messenger. And I had everything I needed in that Messenger until they took that Facebook away from me. And everything in that Messenger, all of the evidence, was erased. But I know what happened. I sure the freak do. And I knew exactly where it all led to, because I followed it around for a minute in 2023. Offshore accounts. I had one of the teachers, Mark, and that's probably not his real name, but I had him talk to me in 2018 when I met him at the community center getting food, because we could always go over there back then to get food, right up until they shut it down, which they probably should not have done that, because it fed this neighborhood, and it's wrong. I believe that. The people there were not bad, so I don't understand why they shut the community center down. I really don't. It was there to help people. But the offshore accounts, Mark, that community center did have a picture of Mark. They did, because he came to get something, and they took a picture of all of us together at the community center. And it was me, Vince, and Mark, I think, that were there in that picture. And yeah, that's the only thing I know of. They knew Mark, and they knew Vince too, and they knew me. So there's that. I don't know why they're gone. Mark's the one that mentioned offshore accounts. He said, I hope that you don't think that this is about money, Michelle, because all of that went into offshore accounts a long time ago, and it doesn't exist anymore. And that's what Mark told me. I know about an inheritance for the Lakota Indian Sioux, but I don't know how much that was or who it was given to. I really don't know, because I don't hang out with that family. They haven't taken a DNA test, nor have I, so I don't even know if I'm related. I know that the woman that raised me adopted me, and she told me that when I was 5. She told my brother too. And I know that she raised me, and she did not do a bad job of it at all. Because I am standing up for myself. I am choosing to not react to what other people do. And these are some of the things that my mom told me I was doing that I needed, to get under control. That and my temper. And all of the things that she talked to me about are all of the things that God, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit literally taught me how to do it in my head. How to be calm, how to be in peace. These are the things I'm supposed to be teaching to you all, and I wanted to, but this whole thing with my neighborhood, organizations, bullying at YouTube, and all this stuff has sadly gotten in the way of all that. Offshore accounts, which I did receive a phone call, and I'm not sure if it was a real phone call or not, because I had never heard of this before, but a Bavarian Illuminati bank called me, and I wanted them to shut the accounts down, and I don't know if they did, but they said that somebody was draining some accounts in my name, and did I want it shut down, and I definitely wanted it shut down, but they never called back. I tried calling them once, and anytime I call a number outside of where I'm at, it does not work. I can't hear them. It'll usually give me the this number has been disconnected thing every time. So that doesn't work out when I have to call numbers that are out of state, I guess, or out of country. I don't know how that works. And I don't even know if it was another country. I later got a phone call about a week and a half later from Mexico stating that my name was on some package. I don't know anybody in Mexico, and I'm not expecting any packages from Mexico. I'm pretty sure the stuff that I order comes from the United States. It doesn't come from Mexico, though. Or it does come from China. Some of it does. I'm just saying. But I did not add any accounts to get money off of any channels or platforms that I've been on. I think that they did ads for me at some point in time, but I have no idea who did that. I know I didn't. And I do know I talked about a video being taken from me. It had 1 million views on it, and I was getting ready to watch the video to see which one it was, and someone took it straight out of the library on YouTube. And I mean, somebody had access to that. I don't, and I don't know how to gain access to that, but someone did, and they took that whole video. And I hear tell they took my name, my identity, my birth certificate, my social security. They took everything from me. I don't know how they got my social security number, but they did. And they set up a business in my name, and apparently the IRS is well aware of it. I called the IRS, and they told me that they'd need $200 from me to investigate it, and at the time I didn't have it. And I still don't have $200 to give the IRS to do their job. Right? I mean, if somebody calls in and says somebody stole my identity, the IRS should look into your tax records and see if anybody has filed taxes when you know you didn't file taxes from 2006 on, because you didn't have a job. My daughter had started a few businesses, and I was helping her out with them. One of them failed because my best friend's son came over and stole it from her. We're constantly getting robbed over here. It's hard to get ahead. I am grateful to God for everything He's done for me. And I'm not usually on guard like this, but I'm on guard because this situation for me is not ending, and it should have. The situation for my daughter, I'm going to stay calm and in peace, and I'm going to send positive peace, loving vibrations out today. Because that's the best thing anyone can do every day. God bless you.